Hey guys, it's Nathan with the Foam Vault, and I have a really cool tool and problem solver here today that I want to tell you about. This is the Bluetti 200. One of the great things about this is going to solve pretty much all of your foam party problems in terms of power, and it only weighs 53 pounds. There's a 400 version of this. It's a little bit heavier. It comes on wheels though. It's about 100 pounds. This one is easy enough that I can literally fling this thing around with like my arms. If you are 160 pounds or heavier or so, maybe you've worked out occasionally or done some outdoor work, this is no problem for you. If you're 90 pounds soaking wet, you could still pick this thing up really easily, get it out of the car. Then you're going to put it into your cart and cart it off to the location. I'd recommend not carrying this very far anyway, because even though it's only 53 pounds, it's a decent amount to be carrying for a while. But this is super lightweight. This is basically the lightest generator that you're going to get. Probably the other biggest benefit is that you can just plug this right into the wall, and in like 3 hours it is fully charged and ready to go. You don't have to take a trip down to the gas station. You don't have to go anywhere to get propane or whatever it is that you're using for your generator. This is ready to go. The only thing that you need is one of these, because you're working around water. This is not going to be grounded in the way that you would want it to be. Plus, you always need to use one of these anyway. This is a ground fault pigtail. So you need one of these for each outlet that you plug into, but other than that, this has everything that you need. What can it run? It can run a large cannon for right at 2 hours. It's actually just a little bit underneath that. So I wouldn't necessarily do a 2 hour one cannon, large cannon party on this, but you can do a 2 hour party, no problem at all, on the HD stacker. You can run 2 HD stackers on this for an hour. You cannot run 2 large cannons on this for very long, but what you can do is if you've ever done large cannon, dual cannon parties, you know that a 20 amp circuit can be a little sketchy with those. So what you can do is you can offload at least one cannon to this device so that you're not pulling all the power from the one outlet the customer has provided you. So you're not flipping breakers, that kind of thing. I love this because this gives me tons of options at a party. I can decide that, hey, you know what, we're pulling up to a parking lot and the power is 100, 200 feet away and I got to go over a fence or whatever to get to it. If this is in the van, I don't even have to bring it out of the van. I can plug right into this. If I have a situation where I'm flipping breakers, I have a solution for that. If I'm doing multiple cannons somewhere and they don't have a very good power situation because maybe they have other inflatables or other things on site, this is a way to solve that problem. And it's a way to solve that problem without having to do anything extra, because this can literally just be sitting around your house. And a sidebar on that, this is a great way to power your refrigerator or something like that if you were ever to have a power outage at home. So it kind of has some side benefits as well. It does have a bunch of 20 amp circuits right here on the front. So it's super, super simple to get tons and tons of power out of this thing. These kind of batteries that are being put out now are not only very lightweight, but they really are capable of the high current needs that we have. I did a party recently with a large cannon for an hour outside on this device right here. And then I was able to actually use it again at a 2 cannon party about an hour later. I didn't use it to run the party so much as I used it to run some of my equipment. Like I had to run one of my cannons on it for a while because the power breaker flipped. And so this allowed me to keep the party going while they found the breaker or whatever. And also I had my subwoofer on here because the power was a little sketchy, that situation. So it helped me out with that tremendously. The 400, I would very strongly recommend getting the 400 if you are okay with the weight. It's kind of one of those cry once situations, and a 4 kilowatt battery is going to be enough to run pretty much every kind of party I can think of that you are typically going to be running. So 2 cannons for 2 hours on an HD stacker, for example, with the 400, not a problem at all. The other option that you have is you could buy 2 of these. They're only a little bit over half price of the 400. So if you prefer to have something that's a little easier to pack into a small vehicle, a smaller form factor, and also just a little bit easier to manage, because this is 53 pounds. I think the 400's like 93 pounds. Obviously getting it out of the vehicle, lifting up into the vehicle, that is a consideration. This one goes for, I think, around $700 when it's on super good sale. You might see it go up to around, I think I actually paid around $800 for it. And then the 400 is usually somewhere between $1,200 on a really good sale, and then it can maybe be as much as $1,500 when it's not on a particularly awesome sale. So I'll put the links in the description below for you. would recommend this over a generator any day. It's just, you don't spill gas in your car. You don't have to go get it. It's not an extra trip. There's not a fire hazard. I mean, there's really a lot of benefits to this. Just make sure that whether you're using a generator or anything, wall outlet, you're using your pigtails, and maybe have 4 of them with your kit so that you can use all 4 of these outlets. Or you can actually get these with 3-way splitters on the end of them, and that could be helpful, especially if you have lower draw devices that you want to split into just 1 outlet and not have to carry so many of those. Hope that helps you. Get one, get maybe 2, maybe get one of these and get one of the 400 so you have options as well.